Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. Today we have LiquidHero spawning as the blue Protoss on the right hand side of the map, and on the left side we have his opponent I Am MVP spawning as the red Terran on the left side map of MLG Shakuras Plateau. And as I should mention here, this is from MLG Providence that just happened here this past month rather. And these two, of course, LiquidHero from Team Liquid, really top-tier players. And we're getting into a little higher in the brackets here as we move on from game to game. The last matchup I had been showing was between MVP and King Prime, and MVP doing a really great job against those. And if you have a chance, please make sure to go back and check those games out. They were really good. Terran versus Terran. A lot of mirror matches you see can be a little boring, but the games that we're showcasing there were really good, I have to say. They were, a lot of different things happening. And we are on Shakuras Plateau here, and this is a little different, of course, because now you don't have like the destructible rocks in between the two bases here, and they are on the same side of the map. But once they find out about this, you'll probably see a lot of different drops happening. It's very safe to say that you might see some kind of drop coming on this play. I wouldn't be surprised maybe from Hero to see some kind of DT play come into effect here. Dropping it off, just coming right here for the mineral line, taking out a bunch of SCVs. That's just coming to mind here, just because of where they're spawning from each other. I mean, if they were on across from each other on the map, you'd see a totally different game. A more macro-intensive game. But I mean, you don't see them spawn on the same side, which is a little different, and you'd see a little bit of a different game happening there as well. But it looks like definitely going for a complete wall off on his main base. MVP going for that, and MVP coming in here and scouting around, sees that fast expand coming from Hero, and just sees what's going on here. We see an assimilator coming up. We see that gateway coming up, of course. Pretty standard there for a Protoss player to bring down a gateway early on, But, he does see that gas, and of course, Hero getting inside that supply depot is down, and kind of just saying, hey, look, MVP, I got in, and he got out right away. That's kind of interesting. I think he just wanted to kind of stay there, not get killed. Command center coming up, so it looks like MVP going for that expand as well. And two bunkers attempting to come down, but that didn't happen, as we have a SCV on probe. All holds bar brawl going out. Coming out here next to the fast expand. We got the two Marines coming in here, going to clean up a little bit. These probes running for their lives, as we have a Zealot coming in here to clean up the Marine, and possibly that other Marine as well if he can catch up. It looks like the Marine is running for his life though, and it looks like the other units are going out as well. The command center almost done. We are about 80% done with that, and going for another command center as well. So we're going for that same play that we've seen from MVP this tournament, going for that command center, going to be going for a little bit extra, and also going for probably another scan, more mules to come down as well. And this Zealot, seeing what's in there, he says, you know what, we're getting out of here, we're getting out of town. And this Zealot still doesn't know, and I guess this Zealot just sees it and says, you know what, we're going to turn around, we're going to put some blades in some people. As bunker is almost done. Of course, LiquidHero does not see this yet. We'll see that. No, my goodness, I would run out of there as quickly as possible there, little Zealots, as they are trying to. That SCV doing a little bit of damage as well. But LiquidHero, of course, bringing up some more probes here to get a little bit more, and bringing down the first assimilator on that expansion, and the second assimilator now going on the main, bringing out some sentries as well. Really good use of force fields there in case we have a lot of Marines coming out, or Marauders, a lot of land-based units. We'll see a lot of force fields coming down if he keeps building sentries, that is. The warp gate technology is almost done as well. We're about 80% done with that, so we're going to see some warp gates coming in, and racks now coming down with another command center being morphed in here from MVP. Again, we're going to see a lot of income coming in here, and he is focusing that, rallying that down here. So we're going to see a lot of SCVs being built and coming down into this expand as well. So I mean, you know, really well played there by MVP. He really wants those resources in there. We look at the unit counting station, we see 34 to 26 with 2 mules, and the income, you know, we see that he is basically up the same with a little bit less harvesters with those mules. So it's a really good job there. It looks like we had an SCV come in here and getting taken out. MVP just trying to do some scouting. We do have that Twilight Council coming in, and I'm not sure where that's being built at. Oh, it's being built right down here at the expand, and I wonder if he did see that. No, he did not. He only saw that pylon being built there. And looks like this Stalker getting a little greedy. He's starting to go out here, and all these Marines starting to come out and do a little bit of damage just to the shields. But, you know, that Stalker is definitely there, you know, just to kind of have an idea of if MVP is deciding to do any kind of movement. And there we go, Dark Shrine now being built for LiquidHero all the way out at the edge here, with a couple more gateways being built as well. We don't have any upgrades out, I do not believe. No, we do not have any upgrades out for LiquidHero yet. And it looks like Marauder just kind of doing a little bit of funny business here. Of course, he's not going for that concussive shell yet. He's going for the stim and for the level 1 infantry for that. And it looks like MVP getting a little bit wary here. He doesn't see anything coming in to attack him from the front. He's going with that supply depot use here just to see if anything is coming out here. Of course, you know, and you also see the supply depots here. He just wants to get a good little bit of cover to see if, you know, a warp prism comes in, which we do have that Dark Shrine almost done. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, and LiquidHero doing the same exact thing. He built up this pylon here just to get a little bit of view, and a pylon here just to see if there's any drops. You know, they're both playing cautious. We got this Marine coming down here. LiquidHero looking like Hero is about ready to expand to this as well. Going for that warp prism, and MVP does see that probe there and deciding to attack it. Make sure that there is no expand coming down here at all. Decides to send a Zealot down with a probe as well. And it looks like we are bringing out some Dark Templar with a Warp Prism, and we're going to see those guys come down here soon enough. And that's probably when you're going to see, yeah, Heroes starting to get ready to expand right here. And this Warp Prism just kind of coming in. And will we see any kind of attack? We also have a pylon down here for reinforce, and it looks like these. Oh, that might have been a little bit too much there, because now he knows that those Dark Templar are in here trying to get that missile turret down, and it does take that out. And going after those SCVs that are kind of just sitting there, not knowing what to do. As it looks like this missile turret will be getting up and doing a little bit of damage here. I don't know. I thought there were 3, but we might have taken care of one already. Already supply blocked here. MVP is not going to be able to build any more units for the time being, as it looks like he's sending out a factory as well. And this little guy down here doing a little bit of damage. Already killed 4, 5, and getting out of there, trying to get close to this missile turret. And this Templar goes, oh no! And it's just kind of sitting there now. And again, this poor little factory coming in here, going to see what's going on. Again, a cheap way to scout. You know, this thing's got 1250 HP. We'll be able to go in here, see what's going on. Seeing that Templar Archives coming down now as well. And you know, Stalker's now coming in here to do a little bit of damage to that. So, you know, Hero now, with that advantage, he is going to be getting that second expand down. He's going to be on 3 bases. He's going to have a little bit of a lead, possibly, as we look at the income. We do see that he is a little bit ahead, and he's ahead of Harvester still, but MVP definitely coming into light here, getting those SCVs out there, and the Mules will definitely keep him a little bit ahead. And again, now we have 2 Dark Templars coming into this Warp Prism, where they were warped in here, and we'll see if that has any help there as well. And it looks like Hero just kind of going in, as we do have a drop coming in on this side, taking it from the low ground. Will he be warping, bringing them up and bringing them in? No, it looks like he is going to back away, as we do have this factory just kind of sitting here, looking pretty, waiting for any kind of damage to come its way. And again, it's a cheap a cheap scout. That's really all it is. We do have some ghosts in effect here as well being built, as it looks like Hero does see in the mid stage here, and those force fields doing a great job, you know, getting lifted out here a little bit by those medevacs, but still doing a great job of keeping him tight. But all these Marines and Marauders coming in here, Hero is going to have to back out. We do have Psionic Storm being researched as well with the level 2 ground army. You know, so he is 1-1, and so is MVP, so they're pretty even on the ground. It's just that the army size is the big difference here right now. And, you know, just kind of scouting around, this probe just coming in here, and will, oh my goodness, gets pwned in the face really fast, coming up with some cannons just to kind of deflect a little bit. Zealot going down to the bottom of the ramp, going to try and see what he can, and it looks like MVP coming in to do some massive damage with his little ball of Marines and Marauders. And, oh my goodness, nice little bit of storm there. Look at the HP drop on all those units. The medevacs trying to do what they can to repair those guys. And we do have some ghosts up here. And will we see some EMPs? We see some EMPs come down from those ghosts. Really good job there by them. And the scan coming up, seeing exactly what he has to deal with. At the choke, he is just sitting there, and it looks like he's definitely taking Hero out right now. We see the army difference, 140 to 90. As, you know, MVP just coming up and taking it out, going for that cannon. Another storm coming down, definitely evening the odds out a little bit from this Archon now that is forming. And this Ghost trying to take out, these two Ghosts rather, trying to take that out, as it looks like bringing the probes out to do damage to the Marauders who are down on HP. And a couple Zealots also coming into the fray to help clean up. And it looks like some more Zealots as well coming in, as MVP just also reinforcing with a good bunch of Marines and Marauders as well. And he still has these medevacs. I wouldn't be surprised if we would see MVP go down here and go for this expand. And it looks like that's what he's doing. He stimmed those guys up, making sure he can come in and heal them as fast as possible just with these medevacs. Really good job there by MVP to do that. LiquidHero is not looking good. He's not making anything right now, as units coming in here and the units coming to reinforce down here for Hero. It would have been better for him probably just to keep pushing those back and defending, because this is going down, and it looks like MVP could even just load up these medvacs just like he's doing right now and get out of there, and even push up into here if he'd want to, or down here before Hero could even reinforce with his units again. And again, more units for MVP just coming in, you know, at a constant stream. Hero can't really do a thing right now. I mean, we look at the income, we look at 2,500 to 600 minerals incoming for Hero, and double the harvesters right now for MVP. There's not a whole big chance here right now that MVP can lose. You know, we have some High Templar coming up here, and will that cause yeah, MVP coming up here to take care of that. Oh, this poor Templar trying to run out. It's not going to do a whole lot as it gets taken out, because this War Prism did not wait for it. We do have a starport, and it's coming out with more and more medevacs, and it just looks like MVP doing a great job here, able to bolster his forces. I mean, look at everything that's being built compared to just this Nexus that's being built right now for Hero. The income is not exactly what it should be up to, and this factory, it looks like it might finally take a little bit of damage and go down, and it looks like Hero just kind of wants to back up and not be seen, of course, in that scan. Not doing a whole lot of job here, but we do have a lot of Templar here. We could see a lot of Storms just take this whole group out if they're lucky. Of course, an EMP, which the Ghost is here. A couple Ghosts are here. EMP's going down, and there's only one Templar here with some energy, and it does land a Storm down, but that's about it. As a GG comes from Hero, he knows he can't do anything. We had a drop coming off in the back here, so that would have definitely taken any kind of hope that Hero had from doing anything. So congrats to MVP for winning game number 1, and we'll go on to game number 2 as and we'll see if Hero can force a game number 3. So take care, and we'll see you guys for next game.